In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can configure pfSense for the first time. Hello and welcome back to my channel. So in my previous video, I showed you guys how you can install pfSense using the ISO on a virtual machine. You can do that on your server as well. So first time when you see this screen, you are now able to log in, or you have that login page. So that means you can access the pfSense using the Web Configurator. So you should type the username admin and the password pfSense. That's by default, admin and pfSense, and then you click on sign in. After logging into your pfSense, you will see first time screen with the wizard. So it's going to show you pfSense setup, welcome to the software, blah blah blah, and then click next. So it's going to be like 7 or 8 steps to perform, and then it's going to show you support is available and all that stuff. So here you can see that was a page first, or the step 1. So we are going to perform 9 steps here. First of all, it's going to be the host name. So I'm going to set host name is pfSense-firewall1, and then the domain is going to be fw1.zonatsolutions.com, and then it's going to ask you for the DNS if you want to set one. I would recommend using the Google DNS, and then uncheck this override and click next, and then it's going to ask you for the time server host name. I would suggest you to just leave it as it is, because it's going to get the NTP. If you have NTP server, you can use that. If you don't have, just leave it as it is, and then it's going to ask you for your WAN configuration. So I have selected this DHCP, and here you can see we have 4 options. Like if your ISP is providing you IP address with static IP address or a pool of IP address, you can choose static. Or if you're using home router like me or any other thing after that firewall, you can choose DHCP. Or if there is a dial-up connection after that, you can use PPPoE or PPTP for the VPN connection. So I'm gonna leave this one as it is on DHCP, and then we can set the MAC address, MTU, other stuff as well. If I set static, it's this settings will show up, and then I can set the static IP address and the DHCP host name if you want to set any, and then this is the PPPoE username and the password what I was showing you on the top, and the PPTP settings as well. So we just need to set DHCP if we're getting the IP address from DHCP, or static if we want to set the static IP address. You don't need to change anything. These are the rules to access the firewalls from any other location. So it's going to block everything. Like if I'm showing here the IP address, no. So once the configuration is done, I'll show you the WAN IP address, and I'll show you from my computer like how it's gonna react when I try to access this one. And this is the IP address what we set in the previous video to set the DHCP. So you can change it here if you want to, but if not, just leave it as it is. And then the main thing you have to change, the admin password should be super strong password. Mine is test1, so I'm just giving it 8-character password. So it's almost done. Now we are going to reload the settings, and then reload is in progress. Alright, so it's configured. Congratulations. I can do finish or check for updates. So hopefully it's not going to show me any updates, because it's updated current version and it's trying to retrieve the information. So you can see it's up to date. Alright, so now we can see all the copyright and trademark notice. You should read that as well if you're using this in production. This one is just for test. So okay, so on the main screen you will see things like that, and the good thing, you can move them, like move this to here, this to up top. What I like should be interfaces on the top, and then community stop support. I don't need this one, and is okay, let's cancel it. And then I do want to see the disk usage and other stuff as well. And other than that, you can see your CPU usage, your memory usage. So it's just 11% used out of 4 gigs, and the CPU is almost 14% used. So this is the one I was talking about in my first video. If you know about partitioning, you are gonna need a swap partition as well. Okay, so we can add more stuff as well. You can just click on plus sign and it will show you what you want to add more. So let's say I want to do traffic graphs. So here you can see the traffic graphs on LAN and WAN as well. And other than that, there are more. You can just play around with this one and you will find good things as well. So like gateways, and like gateways are accessible or not, things like that. So you can see the DHCP from for the WAN. Okay, and what I was showing you was the IP address of this one. Remember, we kept block access from WAN. So if somebody has this IP address, or even I have this IP address, let me try connecting this with my computer. It's gonna keep loading, and I can show you, I can ping this the gateway from my computer, ping 10.0.0.1, and I can ping from the shell as well. Let's go to the shell, and number 8 is shell, and I'm gonna type ping 10.0.0.1. so you can see I can ping the gateway from both sides, but I cannot access this. Why? This traffic is blocked. Even if you just uncheck that option on the web configurator, still you won't be able to access it with the WAN IP address. So there is a way if you want to access your firewall from WAN address, so that way you can configure this or make changes while you're not on site, or you are somewhere else where you just have access to the WAN IP address. If you want to know that, you need to click on the video above. I have showed everything, how you can set that and how it's gonna work. You can learn about that. Just click on that video and you will be redirected to that video. For this video, I'm gonna say bye bye to you guys. I hope you learned something new, and if you wanna know something other than this one, you can just let me know in the comments, and I would love to read all of your comments, and I try my best to reply them, whatever I have knowledge in, or otherwise I say I don't know. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.